just sort my lighting out. We want good lighting. Live yoga session. Well, relaxation session, should we say. I'm going to put up Q&A. Oops. I'm so tired. I cannot be bothered with this, by the way. I'm doing it for my body. And I know once I get started, I will feel better. I'm just going to go nice and easy. Hi, Ankit. How are you? Put that question box there. A bit of a cold. So we're going to get into some stretches. Recommend. So I do have the reformers, but you don't have to use the reformers. All the stretches that I do, there is going to be like adaptations to do them without. Recommend bolsters or blocks. I'm going to blow my nose. There's nothing worse than sniffing all the way through, like in these awkward positions. Hey guys, welcome. Got a bit of a cold from my toddler. So we can't just take from our body. Need to give back, and this is me giving back, stretching it. Hang on. I need to lift that up a bit. Apologies. I'm just like on a side angle, so I'm just trying to sort that. Hang on. Hey. Wait, is that even? That's much better. Right, it's getting. So I'm going to stretch full body stretch. So if you do lots of exercise, if you're feeling stiff anywhere in the body, everywhere it's going to get targeted today. So live yoga relaxation session. Hope everyone's doing good. Evening Bonlas. Hi Mark, I'll see you for ages. How are you? Not been on a while. Got that horrible flu. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Still got the damn thing. Even had to go into hospital for a week. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold, but nothing as bad as a flu. Is that like the bad flu that's going around? I've not seen you for ages. I have changed my times as well when I've been going live. Coach, I want your opinion on belly button stubborn fat removal exercises. So there's no exercise, great question, common question. There's no exercise that will get rid of belly fat. Okay. It comes from calorie deficit, which is managing your calories, not making sure you're not overeating. You've got like you're eating mostly unprocessed food. So lots of my lighting's bad, isn't it? I want it nice and dim so it's relaxing. Hi. And getting your steps in or your cardio. Now you get a pushback from the body if you are losing fat too fast, and you lose muscle as well. So you need to build the muscle underneath the abs and then remove it via a calorie deficit. The more fast you become in a calorie deficit, the harder it is to stick to. You could stay in a calorie deficit for like a year, all this year, a small one, and live a happy life. But it's unfortunately because of hormones, this place is always the last place to go. Which hospital were you in, Matt? So I'm going to get into some stretches. Uttanasana. This one decompresses the spine. And my back just cracked from here up. I do feel loaded. I wasn't as bad as this until I just jumped on. I have just been walking around. I've just been for a big walk. Deep breaths and exhale. Almost legs straight, hips up to the sky. You should feel a hamstring stretch. Don't worry too much about the bend in the knees, but belly to thigh. This is for a tight back. I'm just going to hold this position. You can come in and out with a straight leg. Just do what feels good. This is going to be a somatic approach to yoga and stretching. Somatic being doing what feels good. It's not great being upside down when you've got a cold. Then we're going to move our hips side to side, opening space, side body. You can cross your elbows, fold your arms, bringing in a bit of a swing, straightening and unstraightening the legs one at a time. Should start to ease off that tension, that tight back. Takes time. Deep breaths. You can hold the backs of your calves, bring your chest and belly closer to your legs. And then to come out, bend at the knees and come out. Hey guys, welcome. What time is it here? 6:10. Hi Mohammed. Next, I'm going to go into the downward facing dog. I'm going to walk out, small bend in the knees. I literally go into a downward dog for the calf stretch. A slight over for the bend in your knee, adding weight to one calf. Now one of mine's tighter than the other. Holding. Literally doing this once a day has taken I was getting a few twinges in my right ankle. Completely taken it away. See how I'm playing around with the knee bend? I'm doing what feels good for my body in its stretch. Good. I just want to go into child's pose. That's why I brought my phone so I can see comments. I don't have to keep getting up. I'll just put my live on. Already I feel decompressed in the spine. I wish I had some music on in the background, but if I do, YouTube will take it off. So I can see your comments. Feet together, wide as you can, child's pose. So this is for the inner thigh, inner groin stretch. Hi guys. Forehead. What's the super chat goal? Connect with your audience. Forehead to mat. I don't even know what a super chat is. I'm in Scotland, Mohammed. And if your triceps, the back of the arms are tight, you can bend at the elbows. It's a good one if your lats or triceps are worked out a lot. By the way, you don't know how tight you are until you do these kind of exercises. And we're going to go over to the left side and right side. Just looking for space. Trying to reclaim some flexibility. If you don't stretch off, you will get tighter and tighter, and eventually something will snap. You will get injured. Doesn't matter what you do, but if you reduce the risk through this kind of activity. Spine to ceiling, tabletop position. Just rocking forwards and backwards. Untuck the pelvis. Do you know about calisthenics? Not loads. Bodyweight training I do, like HIIT, quite regularly. So for me, my abs are tight, so I prefer cat more than camel. But it's important that you stay mobile in them both, moving with the pelvis first and the neck last. And you can see me rocking forwards and backwards because it feels good. Again, we're taking that somatic approach. So spine to ceiling, stretching your paraspinals, your core's engaged. Exhale. Inhale. You're feeling the tension in the paraspinals now, stretching and relaxing the core. neck to ceiling. Feels good. And then we're going to move left and right with the hips like we've got a tail. We're not wagging it though violently. We're moving into the stretch. Now my core, my sides and my core are still tight from 3 days ago when I trained my core on the reformers, my obliques, the sides of my stomach. Hi, good evening. Join me for a yoga relaxation, tension release, stretch. Next, we're going to get into hip flexor stretches. That's here. If you don't stretch off your hip flexors, they'll get tighter and tighter and start pulling on the pelvis. So a good bend in the knee, so you got right angle there. And this back leg's important. You're going to go straight as you can. It's all in the hips. So a lot of people, this is how far they can go. Push the hips forward as much as you can, straightening that back leg. Now I'm going to go a little bit further. I want to practice my splits. I've not done it in about 6 months. Hi guys, I'd love a like and subscribe. I'm answering your questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a trainer of 12 years. So we're just waiting for the muscles to relax into the new position. And every time we feel space, we're just going to bring it in a little bit further. And we're reclaiming and gaining flexibility. Chest proud. You can sit back as well. You can even increase the stretch in the hip flexors by putting your arms over your head if you want the challenge into a dynamic stretch. Toes to ceiling, straightening that leg as much as possible on the front leg now. And you can see I'm using blocks either side for balance. No expectations here. And it is intense, it is uncomfortable, so I'm going to breathe through it, which tells my muscles and my nervous system that it's all safe, it's all fine. You can relax. Deep breaths. Slow exhale. I can barely exhale properly. Well, it's more flexibility than I thought I would have after not practicing it for a while. Trying to sit back and making sure that back leg is straight as well. I'm quite impressed with that flexibility. Don't want to push it any lower than that because my muscles are cold. Well, I say cold, they have been for a walk. I'm going to get in on the other side now, hip flexor. You're also targeting your hamstrings and a little bit your glutes. So we're just going to settle into the position. Deep breaths. This feels okay. It's like I said, we're just getting used to it. You can sit back a little bit. You can extend your arms for your anterior chest openings. We're going to start extending that front leg. Walk it out with your toes to ceiling. So I'll hold that position. Toes to ceiling protects the ankle and the calf. Deep breaths. This is a lot more intense. So I'm going to breathe through it. Handy having the reformers here. My flexibility is a lot better on one side, and I believe this is the side. So I can let go here. And I'll come out with that slowly. And then I'm going to place the blocks behind me into camel. Just make sure you can see me. Hips forward for hip flexor stretch again. Chest to ceiling. You can see that I'm not just flopping my head back, there is tension in my neck. Squeezing my glutes to push my hip forward. Good. If you want more of a challenge, you can bring your toes and heels up to the ceiling. You can hold on to the backs of your ankles. This is a bit more comfortable, to be honest. You feel the thigh stretch. And now we've kind of like mobilized there. We're going to take it a bit deeper. So this is one of my favorites. It's really intense, but you get a lot of reward and benefit from it. So nice easy child's pose to counteract the back bends. Deep breath in, slow exhale, tension release. And from here, you're going to separate your feet. And you can come down on a block to start. Let me just make sure. You're going to come down as slowly as you can. You can either come onto your elbows, or you can go a little bit further than that. I'm going to come onto a block the first round just to ease myself in. It's been a wee while since I did this one. So you're just trying to relax. So a bit of yin yoga here. Trying to relax all your muscles. If you want to counteract all the bending in your job, you know, like driving or hunched over a desk, bring your arms over your head. You can bring them out as well to the side if you feel that that's better, or you can keep them by your side. From here, carefully come up with your elbows first into child's pose. I'm going to remove the blocks. When I go over again, I'm going to go deeper. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Counteracting. So we're mobilising the pelvis, reclaiming back flexibility and mobility. Coming down to my elbows, then down onto the back of my head. This is a really good stretch for the hip flexors and because your knees are bent, quads. So thigh muscles. Breathe. Squeeze your glutes and push your hips up to feel the stretch more. This is good if you've got an anterior pelvic tilt. Although there's too much of this going on in an anterior pelvic tilt, it's because you're tight. So you need to still do a bit of those stretches. Good. Back into cat-cow. Tabletop position. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys, if you want fitness education and motivation. Check out my channel. I've got loads of content for you sticking to fat loss and building muscle. If you're looking for a program or an affordable program, check out the links in my bio. You can also join my membership on here for $2.99 a month, where you get member-only access videos. Next, we're going to go into pigeon pose. A lot of people keep tension and stress in the glutes, which I mean by this. So first of all, you've got a good bend in the knee at the front. And your back leg should be in the middle of your mat, straight. You can use blocks or bolsters, cushions to prop yourself up. Deep breaths. Now, if you are getting pulled off center, it's because you're tight in your glutes. A lot of people think that they're not until they try and do this position. Now, as I was saying, a lot of people keep stress in the glutes. So next time you get stressed, you're in an argument or you're in a worrying meeting at work or whatever it is, observe what your body's doing, and you'll notice where you start to hold tension and squeeze subconsciously. So for a lot of people, it's the glutes, it's the lower back, it's the jaw, it's the shoulders will hunch up. So this is what part of tension release yoga does. We send signals to our body through stretching that everything's safe, everything's fine, and it's really good to do before bed. So I'm tight on the side of my hips, so I'm just going to lean into that a little bit, and I'm going to come further down. Hey guys, hope you're having a nice Saturday. I'm going to swap over. Click in here. Deep breaths. Remember to breathe. The shorter you breathe, like your breath is, and holding breath and stuff, it stresses you out, your body out, and you can get stuck in a fight-flight response. which affects your sleeping and the way you deal with stress. Before you know it, you become an anxious person. But these things can be improved over time. See, I'm daydreaming. That's a positive sign that I'm nice and relaxed, using that parasympathetic nervous system. Next, we're going to go into the staff pose. So sitting tall, shoulders down, away from ears. You can hold your toes, you can hold your thighs, you can hold your shins, but we want to make sure shoulders are back. Think belly to thigh first. Don't think about your head, because a lot of people round. We do enough of that. And don't worry too much about your knees being bent either. So it might feel tight at first. You will start to ease off. And when you do, deep breath in. And then move into the stretch by bending at the elbows. Keeping your posture, belly to thigh first. When I was doing Pilates twice a week, I could get my head and my chest to my thigh. Not so much just now. Next, we're going to jump on the reformers for some awesome stretches. Stand my phone up. So this stretch that I'm going to show you is really good for rehab, and any mothers out there that have piriformis syndrome or sciatica. These two will take away the sciatica pretty much straight away. So it's a really good one to have in your bag if you've ever dealt with sciatica. And sciatica can literally be nowhere else and just in your calf as well, FYI. So I've got a light resistance band on the reformers, and I come into a knee bend. This leg isn't really doing much, and we're just going to push that knee down, come in and out. First, doing a bit of a pigeon pose on the reformers. Then your other hand's going to come around the back to assist, and you're going to come up, if you need it, into active pigeon. So this leg's helping you up as well a little bit. And you're taking the piriformis muscle to the full range of movement, which can help loosen off if it's pushing on the sciatic nerve. You need about 6 reps, there's not many. Remember, you're loosening off, you're not trying to strengthen it or build it. And piriformis can cause a lot of issues like sciatica, deep gluteal pain, achiness. We'll do that the other side. Stretch first, get used to the position. So this side I'm a lot less tight. I'm going to bring into a right angle, pushing the hips back into space. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions. I'm a health and fitness fat loss trainer. Right, active pigeon, coming up, squeezing the butt cheek, bum down and up, using the muscles, not so much the joint and the reformers. So that's keeping it controlled. Thanks for the likes. My name is Leanne, I'm a trainer and an online coach. Then I'm going to put on 2 medium and the light is on. Resistance band. And we're going to do a piriformis stretch. So it can be done on the wall and also on a chair if you've got the flexibility, but I certainly don't. So this is one of the reasons why I bought the reformers, by the way. Sorry, I got it gifted, but why I wanted one. So your ankle is just past your leg, so it's not causing any issues. You can come in and out. Again, you're stretching the piriformis muscle. You're opening up the back of the SI joint. And what I mean by opening up, obviously it's all fused, right? But what I mean is that the fascia, the tissues are being pulled and stretched at the back, which can create space. And if it feels good to move forwards and backwards. Sorry, left and right, do it. I feel more of a hip opening on the lateral, on the side body. So I'm going to take that somatic approach, deep breaths. I do enjoy that. I'm going to go right over. We're just looking for any sore spots, any spots that are like, ooh, that's tight. I'm just going to hold it when we do find that. Feels good. Deep breaths if you find any tight areas. I can feel my lower back getting nice and stretched as well. I'll come a little bit deeper. And what I like about it being on the reformers as well, these shoulder pads push you down into the stretch more, because I am really tight. Maybe one day I'll be able to do the conventional one. Good. And then coming out. I'm going to do the other side now. So gently ease in. See how it feels. You can come in and out for a few times. So this is the side that I get the odd twinges of sciatica when I've done a lot of glute work. We want to build the glutes, right? But the piriformis gets involved. And for some, depending on your anatomy, some people, their piriformis muscle, it's next to the sciatic nerve. And for some people, let's bring a rock in. The sciatic nerve runs through the piriformis muscle. So every time like they contract and they've got inflammation going on from the piriformis muscle, they get sciatica, which is unfortunate. You obviously don't know who you are. So, but a lot of women who've had pregnancies, one of the main things that I see is sciatica caused from piriformis syndrome. And there's two different types of piriformis syndrome. There's long and short. And depending on which one you are, requires a different pathway of treatment. I'm just enjoying that spinal twist as well. Oh, that's what my body needs. We're opening up the fascia, the muscles in the back of the SI joint with it. Let's push further down into it. I feel it more here. Keep pushing that knee down and breathe. Feel it here. It's right in the SI joint. Good. Coming out. So just let my hips get pulled down and out as well with that. Just going to loosen off a little bit. Squeezing the glutes. Let's get into some stretches. Oh, grab a drink. Hey guys. Now, one of my favourite exercises, I'm a big fan of hip openers, right? After 2 pregnancies, my hips can get tight. One of my favourites has got to be triangle pose. I do love this pose. Now, to make it so you can relax into the pose, I recommend having a block. If you don't worry about it because you can hold on to your legs as well. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab, guys. So if you've got any questions. So we're going to take 1.5 shoulder width, £1,800 phone on the floor, fantastic. Start again. 1.5 shoulder width apart stance. So it's quite wide. Toes faced forward. One of your feet over to one side and you want to distribute your weight evenly over both legs. We're going to place the block on the toes that are pointing outwards, and the first thing that happens is you do an Elvis hip kick towards the straight leg, and then you're opening up the inner thigh, and we're also going to be able to stretch all this side body as well. You want to bend at the leg that's got the block. This leg stays straight, and this is your first regressed version of a triangle pose. You can bring your arm up to the sky. You can challenge your balance, looking at your thumb, shoulders down away from ears. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can put your hand on the block or just above the ankle. So first I'm going to do it here on the block. Now think of two planes of glass, one in front, one behind you. You're trying to stay centered. Deep breath in. This is strengthening the sides of your neck muscles as well. If you want to challenge your flexibility more, you can now straighten this leg. Deep breaths. You're trying to keep right back. Core engaged. Pushing them hips back into space. You should feel it on the straight leg with the block, inner thigh. And if you're tight, you'll feel it here as well. It's a lovely stretch, one of my favourites. You can come in and out of this as much as you want or whenever you want. To come out, you want to bend the knee and stand up. That feels amazing. I don't do enough of this. You know where I was feeling it? All of this fascia was getting stretched. Feel more upright. Hey guys, welcome to my live. So my name is Leanne. I'm a fat loss coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. Specialise in female fat loss, building muscle, rehab, postnatal injuries, any rehab really. I love rehab. So if you've got any questions, if you're struggling with nutrition, your mindset, you keep stopping and starting, comment, let's get into it. I feel nice and stretched here. So we're going to go over to the other side now. So put the block there. Now remember, everyone's got a tight side, so don't push it if it doesn't feel like it wants to go. You'll get there in the end. Remember, first thing that happens is the Elvis hip kick to the side, coming down, bend the knee. I don't know if you guys heard that hip click, probably not. And then we're just going to test the waters and see how it feels before we go deeper. We're getting our body used to the positions that it's going to be in next. Keep a bend in the leg. I'm going to move on to the block, or you can hold on to the lower part of your leg. Deep breaths. I started training for calisthenics about a month ago now. Well done, you. Now, my back, because I've not done this for a while, I know that that could go into spasm. It feels extremely tight. I'll show you before when I've come out. So what I've done, it's eased off now. It did this on the other side when I did it. I breathed a deep breath and it released. But that's a sign that I need to do it more. This is a chest opener as well. Think of like you've got planes of glass in front and behind you. You're trying to stay in the middle of it. If you want to, you can straighten that leg. Hips back. Strengthening the sides of the neck as well. And trying to look at your thumb, which is challenging. Shoulders down. To come out, bending that knee. And come up. Yeah, so I was close to spasm if I hadn't brought in my breath here on both sides when I did that. So a few seconds rest and we'll do that again. So the improvement would be my back doesn't feel as tight this time. I couldn't do 2 diamond push-ups. Now I can do 10 straight off 30 seconds. Well done, they're hard. I like diamond push-ups. If you can't do diamond push-ups, you can do them on your knees for depth. It's really good. Morning. Hi guys, welcome to my live. I'm a health and fitness trainer. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I am like a fountain of knowledge. I'm science-based. I've been in the industry for 12 years. So if you've got any questions, anything that you're struggling with, comment. I'll try my best to help. And you can join my channel, member only videos for $2.99 a month. Cancel anytime. I'm sure you'll learn something. There's I think about 20 videos right now, and it's continuing to build. And there's member only motivational posts as well. Anyway, so I feel nice and stretched. This is a priority for me, the triangle pose, because of 2 pregnancies. This is where I'm tight. And now I've given up breastfeeding. I am getting like, I don't want to remain tight. So with estrogen rising, it's a perfect opportunity to work on this flexibility. How to increase strength of exercise. So if you want to increase strength, you need lots of volume. You need to be lifting heavy with good form. If you're wanting to build hypertrophy, the size of the muscle, no toned look, then you need progressive overload, obviously. But you need stimulus is stimulus when it comes to building muscle. With strength, it's a little bit different. But when you're trying to build size of muscle and toned look, as long as you're going close to failure or 2 reps off it, and volume and progressively overloading, you will build muscle. Hey guys, your strength comes from the mind, my friend. But how do you get there? Requires repetitive. It's doing the reps, isn't it? I mean, I could tell you all the answers, but if you can't stay consistent, then you're never going to get there, are you? Strength comes from the mind. You don't really want to rely on willpower. You want to, and motivation. You want to rely on habit and repetitiveness. So if you find it hard to work out, reduce the friction, make it as easy as possible and reward yourself after. And also, you don't actually need to work out that long to build muscle. As in, if you're a newbie and you've never strength trained, because that's what I specialise in mostly. If you're a newbie and you've never strength trained, you just need to look at a weight and you'll build weight. You'll build muscle in that first year. I started about a month ago. That's really good. That sounds like new begins for you, Intense Crypto. Right, let's get into another triangle pose. I'm going to go deeper this time. That's what she said. As wide as you can. I'm going to go wider as well. So remember, we're going to start with this side first. Elvis hip kick. Guys, whoever's watching this, give this a try. You're going to feel amazing. And you know, we tense up. So when we do the opposite through stretching, we relax ourselves. So if you're not sleeping properly, this is going to help. This is another form of meditation, stress release. Instead of drinking a bottle of wine before bed, try stretching. Anyway, hips back, some bend in the knee, coming down. I'm going to come just above ankle this time. No spasm in my back or close to it. Feels all right. I'm going to push. Because I'm using my leg for purchase, I'm able to push and open my back more. Be careful of any spasm. Deep breath if it feels tight. Yeah, mine feels tight. I'm going to go deeper though. Core's engaged. Takes time, you can't rush it. So my muscles right now, my nervous system's going, holy shit, what's she doing? What's going on? And then I'm taking a deep breath. Now it's saying, all right, okay, it's fine. She's breathing nice and slow, so it means we're not in danger. We don't need to tense up. We can actually relax. Straighten that leg. There's a triangle pose. You can have 8 breaths or longer. We'll go a little bit further. Look at that. I'm almost horizontal here. So I feel it here, and in my back, paraspinal. Okay, to come out, bend at the leg, come up. Ooh. Oh, I feel so stretched. I feel like someone's done like that. What's this called? Triangle pose. I'm a massive fan of hip openers, but you get so much more benefit than just that. Warrior pose. There's 3 warrior poses. They're all right. Warrior poses, but triangle pose. Trikonasana. It's a Sanskrit, I'm sure. I'm going to do the other side now. Hey guys, welcome to my live. So, no expectations. I'm going to see how this side feels. Turn it out. Hit Elvis hip kick first. Test the waters. Come down, down, down. Still got that bend in my knee. Breathe. Use the arm for purchase. Cores engaged. Tighter on this side. In my back. Easing off now. So I'm going to straighten that leg, take it a bit further. You can see that I'm just not round as much as I was on the other side. That's fine. I've always been someone who's got to work hard for any flexibility. Work hard for anything. Relaxing my shoulders. I enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. What's this good for your back? Triangle. So here, and if you do a lot of hunched over or driving, here, like an opener as well. I highly recommend you try it. It's one of my favourite ones now. Next, we're going to do some hip flexor stretches. So if you've got tight hip flexors, they can pull on the pelvis and knock it all out of alignment, causing lots of issues like back pain. I think she's thinking, please don't fart. Usually, but not today. I've been, thank you very much for your concern. Folk are grim on here, man. I've taught yoga a few times, but it was people in my Pilates class that would be letting them go. Especially when I'd be teaching them about the pelvic floor and to relax it, you'd get the odd pump now and again. We all do it. When you've been in the industry as long as I have, 12 years, it's not even discussed anymore. It's boring. So you need to grow up, is what I would say. My hips need a stretch for real. I need to work on hips and groin. Oh, get into the triangle pose, telling you. So I'm taking off resistance. So I'm just going to hold this position. And I've got a block nearby, so once my body's got used to this new position, I'm holding it in. And then going to elevate my front foot. Lovely atmosphere. There was an atmosphere, green atmosphere. No. Everybody does it. And when I'm asking women to release the pelvic floor and relax it and the fart, that means that it's worked. It's a good thing. It means they're doing what I'm telling them. But if I'm telling them to hold in the pelvic floor and the fart, that's not good. So it's confirmation that it's working, my pelvic floor work. Elevation. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years and an online coach for 6 years. You can join my channel for just $2.99 a month if you want to learn how to stick to fat loss long term, want to build muscle, sick of going round in circles, falling off your diet every 5 minutes. That's what I'm here for. Hi legend, how are you? Sitting up tall, pushing back. Oh, coming out slowly. I'm going to go over to the other side. Nice to see you again. Any questions not related to passing gas, please? Oh yes, nutrition. I would love to know more about nutrition. What do you want to know? Nutrition is made overly complicated for no reason, but it's so trainers and stuff can sell you something usually. Not so much trainers, actually. Well, unless it's a coaching program, but it don't count, does it? You don't need any supplements. Supplements are to supplement a healthy lifestyle. So make sure you get protein. Protein is the only macronutrient out of carbs, fat, and protein that can't be stored. Your body's always under reconstruction, breakdown. It's always in a breakdown mode. So you need to preserve muscle as much as possible, and that requires protein and strength training. I don't take supplements. How good are my eyes, by the way, that I can see that from there. I take creatine, that's it. Creatine is really good for memory, cognition, reducing cognitive decline. That's why I take it. People who've gone through or going through the menopause, not that I am, too young for that at the moment, I hope. But anyway, have a more of a benefit on a slightly higher dose. Pushing back the hamstrings. Not hamstrings, sorry, hip flexors. This is where we're targeting just now. If you don't stretch off, you will pay for it. I do a lot of exercise in a week, sorry. So I've got to make sure that I take good time in stretching. My hips feel so open just now. Hey! Steak, very good. Any advice on PCOS? Hi, Mr. Mina, how are you? Yes, PCOS. I've got clients who've got PCOS. They're more likely to get insulin resistant, people with PCOS. So it's a really good idea. Let me shut these curtains. It's a really good idea for people with PCOS to follow a lower carb, high fat and protein diet. Keeps you fuller for longer. I'm not saying keto, it's far too restrictive. PCOS can be harder to lose weight because of the hormones making them more hungry. So you need to be more on it but the fat loss remains the same as it does with most conditions, unless it's Cushing's. Low lunge. Active. There's something else about PCOS, I know. Oh, that was it. Yeah, you can, if you've got PCOS, you can benefit from fasting, time restricted eating as well. Thanks for that, no worries. As long as it's not causing you to overeat, don't go all or nothing. People with PCOS, it's the same goals really. You need to build muscle for health. Next, we're going to do some chest openers. A bit cold now. It's warm when I was doing splits because I was sweating my beans off. Hey guys, welcome to my life. So we're going to go in staff pose. I've got a light resistance on. So again, you can do this on the mat, but I've got the reformer, so why wouldn't I? Underhand grip, because that's comfortable for me. You can try both. I feel that's far too tight on my elbows. So sitting tall. This is for the fronts of the shoulders, the chest. And if you sit tall and you lean back a little bit, you can feel it in your thoracic, your upper back area. Hey guys, welcome. I'm answering any questions on exercise, fat loss, nutrition, back pain, rehab. The best diet though is one that you can stick to. And how do you stick to a diet? When life and hunger and hormones make it difficult? By keeping your protein high and having lots of high volume, low calorie veg and fruit like foods. So fiber, get your fiber right up. Have a look at what your fiber is just now. If you don't track it, you were lucky to be getting 10 grams of fiber a day. That's what's keeping you fuller for longer. That's your natural GLP-1, if you will. Proteins fill in up until a certain point, then it stops having that much of an effect. There's a lot of diminishing returns. So if you're not getting any protein, if you're getting like 30 grams, if you doubled that, you'd feel a lot fuller for longer. It takes a long time to digest if you're eating the protein. Take care. Thanks for jumping on Intense Crypto. Next one, to bring in a twist. Chest opener as well. Deep breaths. I can feel all this in my upper back. It feels amazing. And of course here. After this, my reward is some chocolate with a cup of tea. I don't know whether to do that before or after a shower. Probably my shower is also a reward. So that's eased off now. It's not as amazing, this stretch, which is a good sign. If you feel the stretch in the stretch, then it means you need to do the stretch. Hey guys, welcome. Taking a little bit further now with a bend in the elbow. Breathe. Exhale on the twist. Feels amazing. Keep your neck back. This is a chest opener. Oh man, that feels so good. See, when I go to sleep tonight, because I sleep on my side, I'm going to feel very upright and back. There we go. So just to appreciate it before I swap sides, I'm just going to sit in the middle. Oof. Still feel it. Tension's releasing. Twists are a good one to get you out of any stress responses. Right, so I'm going to bring in the other side now. Start off small. So I've not got much of a bend in the arm just yet. And I'm leaning into that stretch, pushing out on this side body. Pushing a little bit further, this feels good. Chest proud. Bending more at the elbow now with the handle. You expect your body just to sit in a car for hours or over a desk for hours on end, but you don't think that you need to do this to elongate all the fascia, the tight areas. It's crazy, isn't it, the society? That was awesome. So I felt all that stretch here. That's obviously where I need it. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, online coach. So someone said that they had questions on nutrition. Who was that? Any questions related to... Oh yes, nutrition. I would like to know more about nutrition. Yeah, so you want to make it as easy as possible to stick to your diet, basically. And yes, you can eat the processed food, but you need to learn moderation. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep craving it. She's great at what she does and looks great doing it. Thanks, Mr. Mina. Is it you that's got PCOS, or is it a partner? Or because I think you're a guy, judging by your surname. I know you've been on my live a few times, but I meet a lot of people. Hey guys, welcome to my life. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a health and fitness trainer. I'm gonna go in a minute. Wow, that was an hour, nearly an hour. You know, I came on live and I was like, I cannot be bothered with stretching tonight. I just want to chill out. I was like, this is the best advice that I can give you, by the way. When you don't want to work out or stretch, just say to yourself, I'm just going to do 2 minutes worth. It's called the 2 minute rule. It's also been named the 5 minute rule. Do this thing that you don't want to do for 2 minutes. And if you want to stop, that's fine. You should do 2 minutes. That's how I get to the gym most of the time. That's how I went live this evening and didn't just cozy up with a TV show and a cup of tea. I'd live a great life on a Saturday. But my point is, I knew, because through trial and error and years of experience, if I had just started, I would feel amazing. And now I feel more upright. I didn't realise how tight I was in my back and my inner thigh, and that's thanks to the exercise. And you will not realise how much your body needs it until you start doing it. But the best advice I can give you, if you're looking to make it as easy as possible to exercise, eat nutrition, like correct nutrition, stretch more, meditate, read more books, get studying, whatever you want to do. What you don't want to do, get more steps in is another one. Do it for 2 minutes. Action creates motivation to keep on going. That's one of the most valuable things that I ever learned. It's from another trainer. It's for the missus. We actually did a 22-hour fast last weekend and had a hike and a swim. That's great. Did you hear about the guy that didn't eat for a year? It was a really it's just fascinating study. It was really obese, so it had lots of stored energy, body fat, and he didn't eat for a year. Obviously, water fasting, and he might have been on electrolytes. I've not read the study myself, but like um, someone who is a trusted source was talking about it on a podcast. And he lost all this, obviously didn't die, he didn't eat for a year, and he lost tons of weight, obviously, and muscle, which isn't great. That's the only thing about fasting. Um, if you're trying to build muscle and you're fasting, part of building muscle, you need protein synthesis to happen. And if you're eating 1 or 2 meals a day, you're not maximizing that response for protein synthesis and building muscle. The other problem with fasting for a lot of people, including myself, it can cause overeating later on. Like when you do start to resume eating, it's hard to stop. And a lot of people eat back the calories that they've not ate during the other window, the not eating window. So just be careful with fasting. It can cause disordered behaviours towards food. I follow time restricted eating, but I will fast sometimes. Like if I'm busy, if I feel like I overate the day before, like and I just feel like need a reset or whatever. Because we're not meant to have all this abundance of food and access to it all the time. So it's natural, isn't it, to fast? Gives you blood glucose, insulin, a bit of a break as well. Autophagy can happen, which is cellular repair from 24 hours. So you nearly made it, Mr. Mina. Another 2 hours, you'd have been in that autophagy. But fun fact for you, if you're in a calorie deficit, and you're losing body fat, you're in autophagy anyway. And we don't know yet, we've not got the research to say that more autophagy is better. I personally think that it would be, for quite a few reasons. But yes, so I'll leave you with that. Like I said, one of the best things that you can do is know action creates motivation. And every time you don't want to do something, no problem, Mr. Minos got a funny comment there. I'll say that to my face, would you? But yeah, so action creates motivation. So anything that you don't want to do it for 2 minutes. I promise you, like, or higher than 9 times out of 10. That's what gets me to gym most of the days. But have a wonderful Saturday night. I am going to chill now. Like and subscribe if you're in fitness, motivation, education, etc. It did make me laugh, dry hump diaries. Bye.